Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is SCP Operations. Looks like... I'm not quite sure how old this one is. 3-man team, so that's pretty cool. Let's see how it looks. SCP Operations. I gave it a little bit of a play test run just to see if it was something I could even work with. And it was a little different than I expected. Nice little photosensitivity warning right off the bat. That's nice. Let me see if I can... Oh, that's already down to... Nice, some louder music. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, so this is a game where you play as an MTF team in the SCP universe. MTFs being a small military team that goes in and deals with stuff. This is my test run. Let's see. MTF name. Meat Shields. Alright. You've given your mobile task force a name that stands out in the SCP world. A name that signifies boldness and creativity, or likelihood of dying. Up next, get ready to dive into the coordination screen where you'll manage your agents and oversee your MTF unit's operations. Strategic planning starts here. Brief note on the Mobile Task Force. This is a specialized unit tasked with the most intricate missions in the SCP universe. Your team is set for special operations that require exceptional skill and precision. Form your team. Start shaping your expedition by selecting agents for your unit. Click the slots at the screen bottom to choose your team. Welcome to SCP Operations. Your adventure into the extraordinary starts now. So, just going off of my test run, you just pick four units. And what I learned pretty quick was what really is important is your action points more than anything. And let's see, you like they give you different combat values. Usually that means they've just got higher, like, say, more health, more action points, dodge distance, move distance per action points, that sort of thing. Yeah. Alright, got some good ones to pick from this time. The pictures don't seem to make too much of a... Like, all in all, your characters are going to end up pretty much the same before too long from what I could tell. Let's go with that, and... Alright, so now we've got these guys. And, yeah, from what I saw from my testing, one thing is prepare for the expedition. Alright, we're going to start off here with the prologue. Operation Ruby Abyss. Difficulty 1 star. Red Lake, Northern Canada. Communication with the Red Lake research team has been abruptly lost. Weather interference was suspected, but now fears of another abomination emergence loom. The Pathfinders were sent to investigate, but have also gone silent. As leader of a specialized mobile task force, MTF, you're now tasked to infiltrate the facility, uncover the truth, and report back to the SCP Foundation. Tread wisely. The stakes are higher than ever. Now, let's see. I learned also that shotgun, not worth it. Twin pistol, basically, AP costs 1, damage 2 for one pistol, or AP costs 2, damage 4. So it's like, click more, or be able to shoot different targets more, I guess, but do lower damage, or just focus on shooting them in general. The rifle, oddly enough, does less damage than the double pistols, and only has slightly better range, so... And the shotgun just isn't worth it. It is way too short a range, even though it does a higher damage. At least from what I saw. Maybe once my characters could move more and get up closer to the enemy and whatnot, but from my experience, the twin pistols are the way to go, and they're probably the most broken thing in this game. You only have those 4 options, so this game's a little bare bones. Good morning, agents. We're facing a serious problem. Our research team at Red Lake has been silent for several days. The situation seems to be more complicated than usual. Dr. Alto Clef. Dr. Juliet Moreau. That's correct. Once again, we are dealing with unidentified anomalies originating from the lake. This complicates matters. The last contact with our team was when they reported strange activities and potential anomalies. Then there was silence. Red Lake. never disappoints us in surprising us, that is. We sent we sent a special Pathfinders team to track these anomalies. Unfortunately, we also lost contact with them shortly after their arrival. Dr. Juliet Moreau says, these two incidents indicate a significant escalation of the threat. It might be worse than we initially thought. Your task will be to investigate the area, identify the source of the problem, and most importantly, maintain safety. Exactly. Your main goals are to secure the site, clarify the situation, and restore communication. However, you must be extremely cautious. We cannot afford to lose another team. Your knowledge and experience are invaluable to us. We rely on your expertise to meet this mission. Remember, your safety and the safety of your team are paramount. Good luck, agents. We know we can count on you. Alright, drone footage. Connection is misspelled. Needs another N in there. Or if the team that made this was foreign. Not sure, not non-American? Hard to say. But most of the spelling's pretty well done and everything, so I think we're alright. Exploration tutorial. Here are the basics to help you navigate through our world. Yep, move with left click, hold the right down mouse to move the camera, scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Remember, knowledge is power, keep these controls in mind. Yep, okay. Now, when I first picked up this game and was getting it started, I was thinking this was going to be like a first-person shooter deal. We'll also want to go in here and we have a few different supplies. And some kits. There we go. But, yeah, I was really expecting it to be more like a first-person shooter, not a squad-based. Leaving expedition area. You can't leave the expedition. And, yeah, I would say this game's a little bit bare bones, but it sounds like it's still like they have plans for the future, perhaps. Operation Ruby Abyss. Understanding your mission and managing your agents are two key elements of SCP Operations. Your mission objective can be found in the top right corner of your screen. Keep an eye on it and stay focused on your goals. Want to switch between agents? You can click on them or press Tab. Basically, pick who's running in the lead. Alright. So you can go off the path a bit, and you can do some exploration and the like. But for now, we're just going to keep going here. I do wish the items were a little easier to see. The contrast doesn't always stick out. Like that glowy, that yellow item right there, that's an item I can pick. And some of them are white. So on like the snow map, super hard to see. Exploring the world around you can lead to find various interesting items. If any items or notes appear within your range, a window will pop up, allowing you... Yep, and then press E to grab everything. As you can see, like, I have to be very careful, like, searching the area if I don't want to miss. Just because it's hard to tell. Oh, there's something. That's a document sign. There is that weird, almost, Yumi fiery design. MTF Pathfinders from Dr. Leonard Strauss, Director of the Red Lake Research Facility. The situation requires immediate response. We have lost contact with the main laboratory. We are unsure of the cause, but our data indicate potential mass SCP event. Your mission is to reach the research facility immediately and assess the situation. If possible, restore communication and secure personnel. Time is critical. If you encounter obstacles, continue on foot. We cannot afford to lose time. Good luck, Pathfinders. We're counting on you. Blech, I'm having trouble reading. Alright, so that was the team that came in before me. And who then had contact lost with them. The yellow box over there, and one on the other side. We'll go down both sides. Explosive grenade. Nothing. And let's see, you can kind of go off the path a little bit here, just like a good chunk of the ways, but you can't go super duper far. Just doesn't let you leave the mission area. There we go. And sometimes the pathfinding gets a little weird. As you can see, out beyond this point, there's no textures. So needs a little work on some of that. But I can understand the whole like stick to the mission area. Kinda wish they just did like a map you could explore, like a map you could pull up and look at and be like, have we checked this zone yet? Yes, no. Pick up items, yep, and you can equip them. Yep, I've already kind of done this, so yep. Actually, I'm gonna take that off. Not really a ton of point in having medical kits on me right now. I'm just gonna go secret things. Alright, let's keep moving. All in all, I like the look of the game. And it doesn't seem to have any major errors. Like, I didn't run into any, my game crash type deals. It all seems to handle rather well. And it looks good. Can I go over there? No. You can zoom out like this, or you can zoom in, like this is as far as I can zoom in. Well, this looks like trouble. And pop. You there? I'm here. What happened here? What happened here? It was a massacre. They hit us hard and fast. We didn't stand a chance. Who are you? Can you tell me anything about your team? I'm Agent Codename Spectre from MTF Pathfinders. We're a specialized unit focused on recon and infiltration. Spectre, huh? You guys were sent in to scout the situation? Yes, we were supposed to get the lay of the land, assess the situation, provide intel about Chaos Insurgency. They were ready for us. Give me a report. You were giving me a report? We were ambushed, attacked out of nowhere. It was Chaos Insurgency. They hit us hard. Chaos Insurgency. Are you sure? No doubt. They wore the insignia, had their gear, and their ruthlessness. How many were they? How did they overpower you? They had the numbers and the element of surprise. We didn't stand a chance. There must have been 24 of them, maybe more. The rest of your squad? All these bodies lying around, probably? They didn't make it. I'm the only one left. Hang in there. We're going to get you out of here. No, it's too late for me. Focus on stopping them. Don't let them get away with this. What's the current status of the facility? How bad is it? I don't know much. We barely made it to the perimeter before Chaos Insurgency showed up. So you didn't get inside the facility? No, we were cut down before we could reach it. If Chaos Insurgency is here, it can't be good. Any idea on what they might be after? Can't say. They're always after something. Something big. You need to find out. I understand. Stay with me. I'll do what I can. Please stop them. Don't let them get away. Alright. And apparently we're going to do absolutely nothing to actually help him. I guess the idea is he's too critically wounded for us to help. All Chaos Insurgency units. Enemy orders. Ensure the facility is razed to the ground. Leave no stone unturned. No door unopened. Secure and extract. Unclear at all costs. Of course, that one part is the only part that's unclear. This mission is crucial to our cause. Leave no witnesses. Any Foundation personnel encountered are to be neutralized immediately. The world must remain blind to our actions here today. Remember, the future of Chaos Insurgency and our grand cause rests on your shoulders. Stay strong. Stay resolute. Manned out. It's been a little while since I went into some of the SCP lore. I don't fully remember which actually the Chaos Insurgency was, like what their goals were. I'm trying to remember if they were the ones that were trying to... They were more intent on straight up killing SCPs and destroying them when they could, or if they were the ones that were just trying to use them to cause chaos, as the name kind of suggests. And I don't really remember. Anything over here? Don't really see anything. Alright, well, it was worth a quick peek, just in case they hid anything off to the side. Find the key or find another entrance. Close. Alright, that suggests that there's 2 ways in, but as far as I know, there's only one way you actually get. Because I don't think the key exists, or if it does, I'm not sure on the where. But it's so easy to potentially miss something in all this. Who knows? And I've gotten a bunch of achievements for picking up like garbage and things, because you find some items that are just worthless but have just little flavor text bits. But there's like achievements for picking them up. The cats get that little. Anyway, sorry. Oh, there's an item. Sample ID RLW1. Scientist Dr. Lewis. Water from Red Lake presents unique properties, high iron concentration, lending to red color. Sample's pH is highly acidic. Caution advised. Chemical analysis. Unusual compounds detected. Unknown unreadable elements found. Detailed spectral analysis required. Microbial life. Unreadable. Bacteria present. Possibly endemic. Potential implications unreadable. Note, handle with care. Unknown effects on terrestrial life. Now, as I remember it, the Red Lake SCP, I don't remember the number. There we go. Like, so this white box here is notes from a failed experiment. It's just junk. A few sheets on paper with bizarre calculations and notes that make no sense. Old calendar page. It has a date marked from a few years ago. Why was it significant? Little things like that. There's another actual significant one. Subject ID LCX1 Examiner. Summary. Subject likely aquatic. Emerged from Red Lake. Physical characteristics do not match any known species. Physiology. Subject possesses multiple appendages, seemingly adapted for aquatic life. Skin unreadable, consistent with deep water species. Internal analysis. Multiple organ systems. Purpose unclear. Heart-like. Organ pulsating post-mortem. Reason unknown. Note, further study recommended. Potential SCP classification pending. Yeah, the Red Lake was a SCP that, as the name suggests, is a red lake. And sometimes horrible abominations and things climb out of it and have to be dealt with. But it also has yeah, there's a few stories involving the Red Lake. I believe there's one I recall where some people take a submarine into it. Coordinated attack dispatch. Command dispatch. Strike at 0300. Powers Alpha and Bravo units converge on the target simultaneously from north and south flanks. Delta unit to secure eastern exit. Maintain absolute synchronization. Timing is critical. Ensure successful mission execution. Leave no witnesses. Command out. Alright, that's Chaos Insurgency again. Let's just check around here, make sure we didn't miss anything, because it's far too easy to do it. But, yeah, the Red Lake had creatures that come out of it, weird abominations, and as I recall, they, there was a story with a submarine that goes into the lake to, experiment and explore. And they end up finding themselves in another world and dealing with a bunch of stuff and then trying to get out. And I can't remember if they actually get back. As I recall, they get back, but then they're like, where they get back to is like, we have no record of you or anything. And time was weird and everything like that. So suggestions that they may have ended up in another world. So it might be an interdimensional gateway type situation. It could be something else. I feel like I'm missing something around this area. Oh well. I don't see anything else right off, and it's not really worth poking around. I don't know about other than achievements. Oh, yep, there's right there. Glad I poked around a little more. Escape plan. This ain't right. The freakish thing's coming out of the lake. It's downright terrifying. The head honcho isn't taking it seriously enough. I stashed some grub and a piece of hardware. Be ready to meet me at the spot we talked about tomorrow night. We're getting out of here. Looks like they did not do so. Well, so much for them. Trying to get out. Didn't work, obviously. Alright. Yeah, as far as I know, finding all these things, just, bits of story, but not necessary. No real payoff for it overall. Welcome to Combat Mode, Agent. Your enemies are near and it's time to put up a fight. In Combat Mode, the game switches to a turn-based system. Your agents and enemy units will take turns, so plan your moves carefully. During your turn, you have a number of actions each of your agents can take. Each one costs a certain amount of action points. Use them wisely. As always, you can switch between your agents by clicking on tab. For a better overview, you can move the camera. This will help you strategize. Remember, strategy is key. Select things with the mouse button or 1, 2, 3, 4. Move across the grid. Blue tiles show you where you can move and still attack. Brown tiles are reachable but leave no action points to attack for an attack. Plan accordingly. And hit next turn once I'm done moving all my units. Alright. First, grenade for you. Boom. Down. Alright, and use your last point to get to cover. I always have to be careful not to just push next turn right now, because I still have to get where I want to be. Alright, let's get you to cover here. You to cover here. Oh, nice. One-shot kill. And you just move up there. Can you even remotely shoot this guy? Low chance. Oh, still managed to hit. Nice. Alright, next turn. Dude, you're taking cover over there like that. It's not gonna help you. Alright, let's see. 4 action points to get up here. That should be a good line of fire. Alright. Pick up the medical. Pick up the toxic fruit. This is just a weird... Trust me, there is no need for you to eat it, but I can't forbid you from doing so. There's an achievement for doing it. But it's all just, don't do that, it's bad for you. Crack ping pong ball. Another medikit. Okay. So this is the red lake. I do find it a little weird, like, the waves don't really... Oh, never mind, they are moving. Just really slow. I do like the look of the red lake. Very nice design. Okay. Leaving expedition area. Alright, well, we'll head back. Time to go this way. Alright, victory well earned. Excellent work, agents. After the heat of battle, it's crucial to ensure your team is up to top form. Yep, you can heal up if you need to. Conveniently, they just hurt one of my people, so I could use a medikit to exemplify this. Depleted battery, once full of energy, now rendered useless. Why would someone carry this in such a place? Alright, ping pong. Yep. Got it. Alright. Let's go around. Oddly enough, we cannot pass this fallen tree, even though most human beings could. We are not most human beings, and we are unable to do so. You might have noticed during the last skirmish, agents automatically duck behind obstacles. This isn't mere coincidence, it's strategy. Taking cover makes agents hard to hit, enhancing their chances of survival. But remember, this works both ways. Enemies use cover too, reducing your hit probability. Always be mindful of the battlefield's terrain and leverage its advantages. The right position can turn the tide of battle. Stay sharp and use every edge to your advantage. Alright, enemies taking cover and taking some shots at me. Alright. Oh, and using a smoke grenade on their position. Alright. Well, let's see here. You even need to move really? Okay. Alright, so move. 1. There we go. And 2. Alright, you guys. Good enough odds to just take shots from where you are. As I'll just end this quickly. So there's no difficulty rating that I know of. Brilliant performance, agents. Your prowess in the recent battle has not gone unnoticed. With every fight, your agents gain valuable experience points, reflecting their combat effectiveness. Experience points are key to enhancing each agent's capabilities. This allows you to create the most efficient and versatile team possible. Talents. Alright, so yeah, they get XP. You can go into talents. And different ones have different things, have different payouts of XP to level them up. You can get them training with various weapons, which will help them to probably hit better, I guess. But otherwise, it's like the real thing to pay for is definitely, at least for at first, energy. A little vitality wouldn't hurt. Yeah. A few things here and there just aren't bad to have. There we go. And the XP doesn't seem to just be an even spread. I think it involves like how many kills will they get or how many hits they do. Like the amount of damage they do to an enemy affects how much XP they end up getting or the number of kills they get. I haven't quite figured it out. But yeah, something affects how that works. Alright, let's get your mobility up a bit. You've already got decent energy, but I want to make sure you can move with that energy. And you are being another one. Alright, no one's injured enough for me to care. Medical kit. Explosive. That does remind me I need to give you another grenade. Alright. And then yeah, everything else here is just you can run around, you can look all over the place. To at least within the bounds of the mission field. That area up there. There's this area over here. Let's go check this real quick. That's just continuing on. Let's check around back here. Kind of wish there was a run button so I could make it move a little faster. Anything over here for me? No? Alright. These barriers really don't look sufficient for what they're trying to keep in here. Okay, just gonna move on. It's also of interest to note whichever one you pick is the one that takes in the formation, but it doesn't seem to be a real formation. You can select. It's just all run around in a line. Reinforcement plans. Initial inspections of the northern barricades indicate illegible levels of wear. Priority 1. Immediate repairs on the northwest segment. Reports of unreadable imply possible weak points. Materials requisition. Reinforced steel, illegible, concrete mix, unreadable, anti-anomalous sigils, smudged. Team Alpha to focus on outer barriers. Beta handles internal. Schedule nightly illegible for the next 2 weeks to oversee repair progress. Priority 2. Double check all electronic countermeasures. Some systems are malfunctioning or unreadable. Update. There's an odd interference near the illegible. Might be affecting our equipment. Further inspection required. Illegible adjustments to the grid power. Make sure unreadable remains functional at all times. So yeah. Barrier needs work. Got it. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Find more traces of the Chaos Insurgency. Sure thing. Let's cut over to here first, though, and grab those items that were on the other side of the tree. Something there. Did you get into an area where I can get your name? Ah, 2 damage, huh? SCP... Ah, shoot, I cannot read that. The contrast sucks. Could I get an angle? It works. 354-18. Anyway. Well, that wasn't even a threat. Okay. Also, I don't remember robots being one of the things that climbs out of this lake. Maybe I'm wrong. It has been a while since I read this one. But it still seems a little odd that it's a robot-y creature instead of some weird monstrous amalgamation or something. Assigned SCP agents. From Security Chief Adrian Torres, Red Lake Facility Agents. Post-briefing, your patrol route is designated along the western shore of the Red Lake, heading north. A recent obstruction upon tree blocks the bridge route, making vehicle access impossible. Until we can clear this, patrols in this direction are to be conducted on foot. Ensure you're equipped accordingly. Once the lake's perimeter is covered, shift your attention to the forest lining the eastern shore. Our surveillance systems have been returning anomalous readings from that area, and we suspect potential interference or activity. Your eyes on the ground are crucial in these woods. Stay sharp and report any irregularities. Your safety, vigilance, and swift actions are imperative. Stay safe out there. Doesn't look like they stayed safe. Dr. Olson, everything's gone. You arrived too late. Who are you? My name's Henrik Olson. I'm a scientist. I've been working here for years, studying the waters of the Red Lake and observing the creatures emerging from it. What exactly was your role? We were examining the unique properties of the water. It was different, and the creatures that came out of the lake were even more intriguing. What happened? With a trembling voice, the Chaos Insurgency. They arrived so suddenly they abducted most of us. The scientists took control in the blink of an eye. Why did they target the scientists? They must be planning something massive. They killed many of us, but took only those with the most knowledge. It must be something horrific. How many were taken? Dr. Bergman's entire team, 8 of us in total. Tell me about Lars Bergman. Heard of him, but not much. Yes, that's the one. He's from Sweden, Gutenberg. A genius in his field. What exactly was your team working on? We conducted studies that were meant to assist the doctor in his work with other objects. Off the record, I've heard it might have been about SCP-239. Is that the lizard? Nah, I don't remember. Why did they abduct him? Bergman was the key. If the insurgency utilizes his knowledge, I don't even want to think about the consequences. Anything else you can tell me about the attack? They mainly attacked from the east, but they took advantage of the weakened barriers they had breached earlier to approach from other sides as well. Any idea where they were heading with the abductees? You think they discussed it in front of me? I escaped when our forces opened fire, but my guess is they headed towards the mountains to the east. Head back to base and call for reinforcements. We have a working radio at the base. Head back there and call for reinforcements. All is lost. So many years of research. Focus on the present. We'll rescue Dr. Bergman and recover your research. I'm not sure. The insurgency is ruthless, but I hope you're right. We'll find Bergman. We'll save him and retrieve your studies. We won't let the insurgency use them. Alright. Check out the path the Chaos Insurgency entered from. Now, I know from my test run, that is the only SCP we run into on this mission. That one robot thing we ran into, that is the only one that we run into on this mission. And it was kind of easily dispatched. I kind of wish that there was more SCP-related stuff so far, but more it's just in the world of SCP so far, it seems, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe some of the later missions will have more. Alright, bunch of stuff. Underwear delivery for jittery recruits, 30 packs. Note, ensure immediate distribution, especially of the underwear. We can't have the newbies wetting themselves out there. Laughable as it may be, it's an actual problem. Secure the load and move out swiftly. We've lost enough time. Hi, Bandy. Go on. I need my hands. Thank you. Good boy. I think there was some junk hidden around here. Oh, he's stuff in the back. Bandy, I need my hands. Please don't. Thank you. Good boy. Go on. Yeah, I think there was some junk in a few areas around that, just like off the edges in the woods near along that fence line closer to the lake. Just not worth finding for me right now. I did a pretty thorough run through when I first came in here. Deal with the ambush. The ambush that just missed me completely. Dead. So, yeah, I don't think there's any difficulty sliders or anything you can pick. This game seems to be a little on the easy side as far as combat goes. Deliver package to point Delta, await further instructions. Begin, yep, okay, blah blah. Discover where the Chaos Insurgency is regrouping. Yeah, it definitely feels like... Now here, before we go too far, I should probably disperse more of my skill points and whatnot. Alright, variety of grenades. Yep, I tested out some of these grenades. They were kind of a disappointment. They cover like a little area. You might hit one or two guys if they were close. Like if they were closely grouped together, you might hit two of them, and it just does a AOE damage over time effect. Explosive grenades seem to be far more what I'm looking for. Okay, get your health up a little. Another point there, and another skill point in the pistols. Combat value goes up. Yeah. Put that there. That there. And yeah. You. We'll just get your pistol skill up there, and you as well. There we go. Okay. Alright, Phase 1. Activate Distress Beacon at Location Alpha. Assemble all personnel at Rally Point Bravo. Phase 2. Ensure all sensitive materials are either secured or destroyed. Division to secure the exit route towards the West Ridge. Phase 3. If extraction is not possible at primary extraction zone, proceed on foot to secondary extraction at Point Echo. Signal frequency for emergency evacuation. Important. If compromised, all agents are to scatter and regroup at predetermined fallback locations. Remember, the mission's success is paramount. Do not wait for others if it compromises your safety or the operation. That takes off, gets ready to take off. Now, during my test run, I tried grenading and stuff. Don't bother, you can't do anything. Just focus on the end. like that's the biggest area of effect for that one. And then just the fire grenade. And if I move my character out of it, it shouldn't even be a problem. I don't feel like that helicopter was big enough to fit 8 people plus their captors, but that's just agent status alive. Research logs. Apparently I missed a research log somewhere. Okay. But otherwise we got all the other stuff. Research points, Foundation points, Chaos points. I don't know if that actually goes to anything, because there's no real anything that it seems to go to. Dr. Clef, we were so close to everything going smoothly. Dr. Moreau, the Chaos Insurgency has kidnapped Dr. Bergman and several members of his team will try to track the helicopter's route. We hope to find something useful in their temporary camp that you've neutralized. Alright. Let's get our units updated. Boom. You have a lot of skill points to upgrade. That. And let's get your distance up a bit. And then your skills to guns. Good. Good. And good. Okay. So there's that. Next mission is Act 1. Operation Green Whisper. Difficulty 2. And yeah, we'll do that in the next episode. That was the prologue, Operation Ruby Abyss. My understanding is this is all there is to this game, so it's a pretty short game. You can probably get it done in, I don't know, 5 hours, 4 hours, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know exactly, because I don't know how long some of these are. But, so it might be more, it might be less. But if the prologue's any indicator, yeah, you can move through them pretty quick. Yeah, Act 1 has 1 mission, Act 2 has a mission and a side mission, and then Act 3 has 1 mission there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions total right now. Though, judging from what the notes about it being a 3-man team and wanting to bring more SCPs into the game, it sounds like they have plans for more in the future. And I really do hope they do more with this game, because it has potential. Like I've seen so far, though, the combat seems a little simple. The difficulty doesn't feel that difficult. And maybe that'll change in the later missions. We were just in the prologue. But, like, it seems like if you focus on certain builds and then just gun them down, you're good. The weapons don't really feel all that different, other than, like, I know, like, the shotgun just feels like it's insanely close quarters. And since my missions are generally outside so far, I haven't had a real reason for it. Because it's better to have a little bit of range. And then it just goes for what balances out range versus damage, and that was the pistols. Oddly enough, the rifle feels weirdly weak in that regard. Just a weird middle ground that doesn't quite cut it. And the, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. We'll see how things hold up in the next coming missions, and how its gameplay holds up. Whether we see a bunch more for SCPs, or whether it's fairly limited. Yeah. Looks like we'll get a different scenery by a long shot there for this next one. Lots more green. This is going to Western Ghats, India. Anyway, comments below. What do you guys think so far? Interesting. I think it needs some work. Could use some improvements, but it's definitely got a solid base here. I think it has potential, and it's like it's not. Well, while I can see where it could use improvement, it definitely is fully playable. And I am curious to see how their story's gonna play out and what like SCPs they bring in, what the info will be, like what will happen. So let's find out. But for now, that'll be the next episode to continue on. Yeah. So hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with new releases if you're new here and haven't done so already. And good night, everyone. Bye.